Welcome to the Why Richmond is Awesome podcast, where we talk about what's going on around town, our favorite things to do, and the local spots you need to try. Who doesn't live here?
Well, if you have...
I think a lot of people, like 6 billion.
A lot of people.
Ish.
Well, we haven't seen the census yet. So.
Well, today's episode is if you have somebody who doesn't live in Richmond come to town and you're going to take them on a day in RVA.
We're so pumped for this one. I feel like this comes up all the time,
or are we just
right?
giving them an itinerary and like, here you go, or does it?
No, we're going to take them. You want to hang out with them. You like them. They're probably
Hey,
here to see
come to
you.
Richmond, but I can't
You
hang
gotta
out
Sorry,
with you.
I'm busy.
You gotta be their guide.
I feel like this comes up all the time, right? Because it's like, you know what to do, but like you can't think of it. Like all of a sudden it's this significant pressure. You're like, oh my God, insert whoever. My mom, my dad, my family's coming, my friends are coming, my college friends are coming. They've never been to Richmond. Like, what do? I only have 24 hours. Like I want to show them like a good time and show them cool things. We get this all the time.
Breweries out of the question because everybody does breweries. Are we trying to give them like a different day?
No, whatever you guys like think is a good day. Like, okay. The person's going to wake up the next day and leave and be like, Richmond was a cool place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've like experienced some fun things.
I guess I would honestly tailor it to them. I'd be like, hey, what are you into?
Definitely. And we talked about
that.
And
if they don't drink, then we're not going to breweries.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess they're your friends, so they're probably going to be into similar things that you guys are. So I'm going to say drinking's probably on the table.
But yeah, for the day planning, let's just stay high level and just assume that they like what your choices
whatever.
Yeah, whatever your choices are. They're easygoing.
You like this, right?
Who goes first? Should we rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
Yes.
Girl.
You two, rock, paper, scissors.
Them too.
I'm horrible at it.
Why would they do it? They have the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
you two. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Are we saying shoot at the end?
So 1, 2, 3, and then we
best
throw.
of 3. We need to establish the rules.
Best of 3.
Let's just do one because that'll
Just
be
do
annoying.
one. Okay.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it.
Oh.
All right, you guys are first.
Okay.
No pressure.
So first, we are going to start off with brunch at Laura Lee's. Have you guys ever been there?
Yes.
We've heard their fried oatmeal is amazing.
Fried oatmeal?
I haven't had that.
That's apparently like an awesome breakfast.
I've never had anything there that I have not absolutely loved. It's down Forest Hill, right off of is it right where Sam's and Forest Hill splits? Right by
there,
WPA
bakery
and stuff.
So like there's so many restaurants in Richmond that you hear all the time.
Oh yeah,
same names. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like Laura Lee gets brought up enough for how good it is.
Mm-hmm. They are pretty stellar, so you'd start there.
Would start there.
It's a solid brunch.
Have amazing cocktails. Mm-hmm. You could be a boozy brunch if you want. Their fried chicken, I'm sure they put it on a biscuit. Amazing.
Yeah.
They have a steak tartare that you eat with pork rinds.
Oh,
what?
Right. Exactly.
Whole nother level.
So we kind of planned our day as like not the touristy Richmond.
Cool. We like
Because you come into town and you're like, yeah, there's all the touristy stuff. Well, one of the next thing's kind of a little touristy, but
okay. So once we're finished with brunch, we're going to go
Oregon
to
Hill.
Yes, a place called Rest in Pieces.
Oh,
it's a store. I don't know if you guys can see these antlers up here if you're watching, but they came from Rest in Pieces. It's like an oddities store, so they have skulls and weird things, but it's also just really cool. Like they have like old medical tools and
it's kind of niche.
It's a vibe.
It may not be for everybody, but I don't know. We like it.
You will remember it. It's a place that you will not forget. And conveniently enough, right across the street from Rest in Pieces, there's a bike share.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So we're going to grab a bike, hop on, just go across the street to Hollywood Cemetery.
Awesome.
Ride our little bikes around Hollywood Cemetery. So you get a little bit of exercise, a little bit of history, a little bit of morbidity.
Yeah.
A little bit of morbidity.
And the overlooks over there by Rest in Pieces too. You probably can take some nice
especially
views.
Hollywood Cemetery, that river view. It's amazing. So you get that aspect.
Beautiful.
I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was a few weeks ago, we did a Segway tour at Hollywood Cemetery. I know we weren't biking. We were biking in this scenario. It's a garden cemetery.
Okay.
And back when they did it, it was like there weren't that many parks. So they essentially built the cemetery to be like a park. Mm-hmm. They want people to go there and treat it like a park, but then there's also people buried there.
Which is so beautiful, really.
Right. Yeah. Like it's such a stark difference from like a normal cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with trees and it's also very hilly, so just
work off your brunch.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
I like it.
And then after that, if you feel like a beer, we thought about hitting up a brewery. One of our favorite food trucks is Loco Eatery.
Okay.
It's LOWCO. Mm-hmm. They also have the best fried chicken sandwich
ever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a theme to today.
Okay.
You should try it while you're temporary, not a pescatarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Your baby needs chicken.
And then if we don't do that, anyway, we're going to finish up with dinner at Galley, which is right off of Forest Hill. So we end up back at Southside, which is where we live. It's just so good. They have specials on a blackboard type thing. Always a great meal, great service.
I don't want to say it's like a hole in the wall, but it's not a very big
It's like
place.
a neighborhood joint.
But it's very, very delicious.
On the south side.
Unfortunately, I've never seen it. Fortunately or fortunately, never seen it on any like list of like places to go or things to do.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal. So it's more of the local experience going to Galley.
I like it.
Yeah.
That sounds like such a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds like picturesque and interesting.
I love
We've got like a little rest in pieces going on. Yeah. Got some good eats in there.
little exercise.
Doing a
I
little
feel like I could come up with 100 days
Of course.
if I'm able to plan it. But yeah, the second someone's coming to town, I'm going to forget this day. I'm going to be like, I don't know what we should do. So
What do we
hopefully
do?
someone will
And
write this
Hollywood
down.
Cemetery is such a Richmond staple, but people, I don't know, it kind of gets forgotten, but kind of not.
Did you know it's called Hollywood Cemetery, not after like Hollywood in California, because they have a lot of holly trees there.
I did not know.
I highly recommend the Segway tour. Like you learn so much.
Maybe you
And
guys
it's
do the Segway
interesting,
tour
like-
when you're there.
I remember being at school and learning about history, and I'm like, this is boring. And I don't like it. But then when the guy on the tour and you're on a Segway and you're sitting there on a Segway and you're like, this is awesome. And I remember it. I remember like a lot of the details. So
Yeah.
They should just teach school on Segways.
Yeah, we
moving.
should have done that.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
There's
I like it.
another fun fact about Hollywood Cemetery. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but there's a big pyramid. It's like 90 feet tall pyramid built out just pure
straight up
stone,
rock,
no mortar.
Really? Huh.
And so they had prisoners build it. Well, they couldn't get the final rock on the top, so one prisoner volunteered to climb up to free climb up to the top and help them situate it. And because he did that,
They let him go.
They let him out of jail.
Oh.
But
Really?
apparently he had committed the most heinous of crimes at that time.
Oh, no.
And then when he told us the crime, I was like, that's it?
He stole
He stole a
somebody's
horse.
That's the most heinous
But
of crime.
back
Back
then,
then,
that was
that's
the
like
worst
your
thing you could
car
do.
and your livelihood.
Yeah,
to,
I mean,
buy
if
your
somebody
fields.
stole my dog, I'd be really pissed.
That's true. That's a good point.
Really
So-
pissed is an understatement.
Yeah. Well, I can't say how I'd feel
But your
on
dog
this
isn't
podcast, but-
like your transportation and like your livelihood to like feed yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
That was a big deal back then.
I hear you.
But if you see the pyramid and you saw how tall it is,
You would just give him your dog. Just like,
no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You can. But
Nice. Well, we planned a day too. I think we packed our day a little bit. We're always like really over eager whenever somebody comes. We're like, we need to
Yeah.
like cram in so many things.
way too much.
Because we have a lot of energy and we want you to see like a million things. So I'm wondering if we're like over ambitious with our day. But
That's
here's
okay.
here's what
That's
we've
okay.
got. Yeah. So we just recently did South of James Farmers Market after a couple of weeks. We hadn't been there in a while. And we were like, that would be a fun place to start.
Yeah.
And that's cool because you can walk around. They can like shop some
Mrs.
local
Yoder's.
vendors.
Oh
you
my
can have
gosh.
Mrs. Yoder's donuts.
Life-changing.
or a
And-
kitchenette bagel,
Kitchenette
or
bagel.
those
A little
bit of
sausage
Richmond, yeah.
biscuits.
or the
from
mulled
Hog
wine,
Haven
or
Farm.
cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cider
Like
there
there's
too,
so
Courthouse
many,
Creek.
like that's like an experience that you can experience multiple things
And
at
they
one
can
time.
buy like a souvenir to take
Yep.
with them.
Yep.
Very,
it's a
very
com-
good.
James,
It's
if
a
you're fun.
conversation starter too for like all the different
Yeah.
walking by. But like this is an actual brick and mortar place, or this
Yeah.
place started
They
here.
can get empanadas, which are amazing.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of fun
Black
things
hand
you can kind of
coffee,
like
go
walk
to
around
Cabo.
and pick on and check out. So we
Was
thought
it
we would start
rated
there.
like one of the best farmers market in the country?
Yeah, and
it
it's,
was. Yep.
it's an full season, so all year long. Granted, there's a little less vendors in the winter than there are in the summer, but it was still very
great.
busy and plenty for us to do and spend a quick morning there. So
Yep.
spend maybe an hour there walking around and checking that out, and then we figured after that you'd probably want to walk off some
Your
food that you ate
donuts
there.
and
Yeah.
sausage biscuits.
Yeah.
This one is probably going to be maybe the most touristy thing, but we love doing this with people because I feel like it's such a breathtaking thing. But going and walking the T. Tyler Potterfield Bridge, yeah,
Yeah.
just because you can
Is
take
that
in the city.
touristy? I guess.
It's
I
getting
think
that
a
way
lot
now.
of people do it. Yeah.
I just remember running it with SEAL Team PT at 5 a.m. We're the only ones there.
Yeah.
And it's so pretty because the city's lit up and there's not like a soul in sight except for the 50 people running and slightly dying inside. So it's so hard.
Like hating everything.
Yeah. But like
It's
running
a
over
little
the
bit
river,
of a different experience at like noon
Yeah.
during the day.
No, but that's a really cool spot. I'm glad they built that bridge.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful. So we definitely would take a quick stroll over there, and then we figured after that we'd head down to the art walk on the canal, because I think the canal is a really interesting point of Richmond too, like
right
to
by
see. Yeah, and it's right in that area, so you're already over there. Take a walk around the canal if you want. Take in that artwork.
They have
and then
Segway tours of that too.
They do.
I've
Yep.
seen people go by on Segways.
Yeah.
down there.
We heard stories of people letting go of their Segway and it falling into the canal.
I think we covered that in episode 1, season 1.
Don't do that.
Did we?
Good story.
Don't do that. Yeah.
yeah, we definitely
go back
did.
and listen.
We
if you
didn't
missed
do
that
it.
one.
We just heard it happens.
Sure,
to clarify.
Sure, you didn't.
If you're feeling hungry, grab some tacos.
Where?
Casa del Barco's right on the canal
Right on the
there.
canal.
You can
Yeah,
grab
it
a
is.
taco,
Your
grab
day's
a
very
margarita.
convenient.
That's what we tried to
We're going
plan.
for.
Very, yeah.
Yeah, stay and see different areas. We wanted you to be able to see a little south side and a little bit of downtown. Obviously, you can't come to Richmond and not hit up at least one brewery. So
Correct.
we'd probably head to Scott's Addition after that to check out Scott's Addition and see a few breweries. Or even Northside Table Brewing is like an amazing brewery. Would love to
At
show that
Final
off for
Gravity.
Lakeside.
Final Gravity.
Yeah,
is so
I would pick one and head there and try to experience some beer for a little bit because I think that's really fun.
Like a mid-afternoon sort of thing.
Yeah. Sean's favorite restaurant, one of his favorite restaurants in Richmond, is to buy.
Yes.
It's a vibe. It's
My
a
favorite
total vibe
spot.
in there. Yep. And it's just fun. They have the swings and they have funky cocktails and it's like really fun decorated and you can
Huge
get a good
portions.
meal, big portions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd maybe do Sabai for dinner because we're also probably in that area after we've been having some beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right across from Scott's Addition.
Yeah. And then if we're up for it, go catch a show. Do you like a
Broadberry, right next door.
You could
Broadberry,
do Broadberry, go
the
down to the
National.
National.
Camel.
Yep.
Altria Theater.
Even in like VA Rep, if you wanted to, if they were like more into artsy things and you wanted to go see one of those shows, we'd say go down and see a show because that's really fun.
Yep.
And
We
there's
were
a
just
really
down
big
there.
art scene in Richmond.
For when we had lunch at Bovine,
Yeah.
we saw all these buses. Lauren looked it up, and it was Dancing with the Stars on tour.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Dancing
nice.
with the Stars live.
That's big.
I
We looked them
know.
up, and we're like, I don't like it that much, but
A-
not my thing.
I don't like it that much.
Alex said that. I would go.
Nice.
I'd go, but
I think that's a really good day, you guys.
that a
I
fun
don't
day?
think that's too packed at all.
We were like, that maybe it's over ambitious. We'd probably end the day, we are like ice cream fanatics. My parents
Yes.
owned an ice cream shop growing up and Charm
What?
School. Yeah, for like 10 years. Charm School
how are
does
you
like,
so skinny?
I have no idea.
Because they walk all
They
the
walk
boardwalk.
everywhere. Yeah. Charm School makes some amazing products when
Yeah.
it comes to ice cream and
All
dessert.
right.
So like you have to go
We would
in.
close
We
it
just
out
rattle
with
off some of our favorite local ice cream shops.
Yes.
Oh,
let's go
I want to
there.
know what everybody's favorite ice cream flavor is.
Homestead cookies and cream. Ate it last night.
Because my parents own an ice cream parlor, like I feel like I go in and I'm like, I can order anything at any
can't
time.
decide.
Like I'm not a one person.
But
Like
if you could only eat one ice cream flavor for the rest of your life,
soft vanilla, soft serve swirl. The vanilla
chocolate
vanilla
vanilla.
swirl. Yeah.
Chocolate with hot fudge.
Ooh, I'm gonna go chocolate chip.
The vanilla with the chocolate chip. I feel like the chocolate chips always get stuck in my teeth. Like I'm
Agreed.
like,
But I like
chewing
them
and
because
I'm
they
like,
get cold, and so it's got that crunch to them.
I don't feel like that's enough chocolate for me though. Like the
Yeah, you're doing
whole
chocolate with chocolate on
Yeah.
top,
thing.
obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
See, I like the cookies and creams. You get the balance of vanilla and the chocolate and like whatever's in between Oreos. More
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream is really good. Yeah.
Basically, we're ice cream lovers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Charm School, and they have like Charm School is very vegan, and they have a bunch of different options. So if you are watching a specific diet, they'll accommodate that, which is really nice. But
And then like
Gelati's Celestes up there for us.
yep.
Scoop seems to be pretty popular as well.
I should have added
which
this
just
into,
changed hands
I
ownership.
saw that.
Yeah.
I should have added this into our day, but I feel like Shindig's is a
Yeah,
like
Oh, yeah.
iconic Richmond memorable place.
Dessert. We
definitely.
I guess was it last year for our anniversary? We're gonna go to El Possum and Shindig's.
Yeah.
And we got so full from eating Mexican for lunch, we skipped eating dinner and then just went to Shindig's for
Straight to
late
Shindig.
dinner.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal.
Yeah. It's amazing.
But I still haven't been to. Is it El Possum? El Possum?
Possum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to
They
go there.
We haven't been either, and we hear nothing but amazing things. But Shindex does a really nice deal on Wednesdays. I think it's like you order 2 desserts and then you get half off a bottle of wine. Like, how do you beat that? Go and drink some wine and have some dessert. But those are how we would spend our day in Richmond if we had just 24 hours.
Yep.
I think
What do you
that's
guys
good.
Could be a fun
would-
day.
I would tag along.
I get to spend 365 days in Richmond.
Yeah.
What's the outline for that?
I'm broke. If you
Still so much to do.
Well, we did everything. No money left.
Yeah.
That's like the greatest thing, and like
and drunk.
kind of like a challenge is like there's so many good restaurants in Richmond. Like I live here my whole life and I barely made a dent into everything you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So it's like
ever
awesome, but then also like, how am I ever going to do this?
Yeah.
I got to afford it first off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we Richmond Magazine had put together a list of like all the places that closed, just speaking restaurants and entertainments last year and all that opened. And it was like 40 closed, but like 100 and something open. So it's like, how do you even keep up with, let's say it was still 2018. I'm sure you still had a list of places that you've never been to, and then 100 new places open in 2019. It's like you basically have to go out to dinner every other day in order to keep up with like every single new restaurant that opens. So
That actually sounds amazing.
It does sound really good. Or you could pick like a neighborhood and we're like, we're going to go everywhere here. Like, we're going to knock everything off this list. Like, go right down the street of Carytown, just hit every place.
yeah. But we love showing off Richmond, and I think you would probably do things differently depending on the season. You know what I mean? Like
Or the person.
or the person, like what they're into. We've done the VMFA like Friday wine with like some visitors from out of town because that's nice. You can like bring a blanket, have a little picnic, have some wine, walk through the
They have a good
museum.
happy hour there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
And
do.
maybe
check out
we
some
just
of the
take it for
exhibits for
granted 'cause
free.
we have it,
Mhm.
but like VMFA is like one of the best art
In the
museums in the
country,
country.
yeah.
It is, yeah.
And it's just like here and like we go and we're
On
like,
the
oh, it's
street
no
we
big
live on.
deal.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, we've really enjoyed anytime somebody comes to visit. It's always fun, like planning some things to do. Brunch is always like one of the things that we're like, we have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Brunch?
Brunch the
The
restaurant?
meal
No.
or the restaurant?
Well,
Well,
brunch,
both.
yeah, both. Brunch the meal in general, because I feel like Richmond's such a brunch spot. There's so many different places that you can go, and there's so many places that do it really well. So,
Brunch is one of them, definitely.
Richmonders do know how to brunch.
If anyone else, not me today, but if anyone else is participating in Dry January, you had some pretty good recommendations on things to do for the whole month.
yeah, we
On
put together
Richmond
like sober
experience.
things to do around Richmond, and then a mocktail guide because we're not drinking right now. And so you can certainly still go out and have like really good beverages that are like really, really well made. They just don't contain alcohol, and they're still equally as beautiful and enjoyable.
And they're a lot cheaper.
Yeah, they're also a lot cheaper.
They are a lot.
Price?
There's
they're
that,
less
yeah.
than half price.
Mhm. Which is really nice.
We've noticed how cheap eating out is when you don't drink alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
$27?
I know, right?
What is this?
Yeah.
We got an
Excuse me,
appetizer?
I think you've made a mistake on my bill.
Yeah, you're like
It's too
something
low.
seems off here.
I think
Yeah.
I saw Elwood Thompson was posting that they have a really big selection of non-alcoholic beers
For Dry January.
for dry January. I know a lot of people do dry February too because it's the shortest month.
Oh,
There's
okay.
extra 2 or 3
That
days.
makes sense,
It's
yeah.
actually leap year this year, so
I
it's
know.
not that much shorter, but
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
is, yeah.
yeah. So
happy 4th birthday to whoever has leap year birthdays that's listening to this.
Cool. I think we crushed it.
Me too.
Is there somewhere where people can comment and let us know what date would be on their day for bringing somebody into Richmond
We should create that.
I guess on Instagram would be the best, or Facebook.
or YouTube?
Or,
Or
on
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, you can comment on there too.
Yeah. So anywhere that you're listening to this, if there's a comment section, drop it in and let us know.
And we can
And
talk about it
or-
in the next episode.
Yeah.
Like this
absolutely. I
is a
would
pretty
love to-
common topic on Reddit. I see a lot of times, and like they're legitimate. Like my girlfriend's coming in, she's never been to Richmond before, and like
What do I do? Yeah.
people have so many good recommendations all the time.
Mhm.
Yep.
You just really cater to whatever you're interested in, but there's plenty to do.
Nice.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
come visit if you're listening to this podcast and you don't currently live here.
Or let us know what you would do.
If you have any questions, give us a call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it helps.
Slide into our DMs. Recommendations all day. At Why Richmond is Awesome.
all
At
day.
the Richmond Experience. That'll solve all of your problems if you need some
Maybe we'll
itinerary,
come with
because we
you.
will just make it, and then you don't have to worry about it ever again. So that's it, guys.
Cheers.
All right. See you guys next week.
Good work today.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Thanks for listening. Why Richmond is Awesome podcast is hosted by Sean and Sam Kanipe of the Richmond Experience and Lauren and Alex Glaser of the Glaser Group Realtors. It is produced and edited by Miles A.G. Productions. Our theme song is RVA All Day by No BS Brass Band. Please rate us and leave a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And follow us at whyrichmondisawesome.com and on Instagram at The Richmond Experience and at Why Richmond is Awesome.